I am Larry Flynt. I hereby announce my candidacy for the presidency of these United States of America. One of your colleagues said on the floor that no decent member of Congress would accept Hustler. That's exactly why I sent it to you in the first place. You're all a bunch of low-life, indecent, puke-infested maggots that should be hounded from office for being political, inept quacks, spelled Q-U-A-C-K-S. You, mother.
We're back with Larry Flynt here on the show. Did you write that campaign speech yourself?
Yeah, I did. But the funny part of that was, you see, I didn't have any ambitions about going to the White House. I just wanted to have some fun, right? But I figured that it was a big Democratic field. I couldn't have any fun there, but Reagan was running unopposed. So I said, I'll run against Reagan. I'll run as a Republican, when really I'm a Democrat. So I said, the reason why I'm running is because I'm wealthy, white, pornographic, I've been shopped for what I believe in.
Nice. It's very Republican.
And I got, when that announcement was made, this is not a lot of money, but just overnight to come in $1 and $5 contributions, I got $165,000 the next day in my office, people sending in political contributions.
You went after the Kennedy administration. That couldn't have been easy for you. You're a big Kennedy person, right?
I grew up with the Kennedys.
And, you did print naked
Kennedy
pictures of Jackie O, right?
And the old Camelot era, and you know, as we started investigating things, and we find that, you know, sure, President Kennedy's having affairs, but she's having affairs too, both before and after he was assassinated. One of them was his brother, Bobby. And so Camelot started to unravel pretty quickly. It started to look like trailer park trash, you know.
Why? The question I had is, obviously sex is the most natural thing, and everybody has, like many people have challenges in marriages and challenges with monogamy. It's a struggle that people feel no matter what they do for a living. Why go after them? I know you've offered money if anybody can find out if there's some indiscretions happening with the candidates in the 2012 election. Why make sex an issue? Why do that?
Because other than the desire for survival, the strongest single desire we have is that of sex.
Right.
So nothing affects our life more than sex. It affects all of our lives in a huge way, and it affects the way we conduct ourselves, the way we conduct business. And
you think so? You don't think somebody can have multiple partners on the side and still be a great politician and a great leader?
Yeah, I think they can, but not you. But how can Livingston, the guy we exposed, Speaker of the House of Representatives, was wanting Clinton's head on a platter, and he was seeing an intern in his office and a federal judge and a lobbyist in Washington, and then he holds his press conference and says he's never strayed from his family and continued to trash Clinton. Well, you know, we just had to bring him down because we had all the goods. So when we did, he does an interview with the New York Times, and the New York Times asked him, says, what do you think about Larry Flynt? He said, I think he's a bottom feeder. So the Times called me for a comment, and I said, yeah, that's right, but look what I found when I got down there. Yeah. So we have to get down in the mud with these rascals, you know, to get the story.
Okay, we always hear about the Playboy parties in culture. I always wondered what the hustler parties were like.
Well, you're welcome to come. I'll put you on.
Your comments recently about Sarah Palin and her family, do you stand by those comments still? I mean,
look, when Sarah Palin was pregnant, she knew from the very beginning that she was going to have a Down syndrome baby.
Yeah.
Now, she chose to carry it to term, okay, out of spiritual, religious conviction, or whatever her reason was. I just don't agree with that. And I think she's an idiot. And I think she's setting a bad example for young mothers who are pregnant with Down syndrome babies, or even babies that they have no arms or legs and they need critical care around the clock. The reason why we have these early scanning is so the woman is given an option whether she wants to abort or not. And I just don't think that you do what Sarah Palin did. And she goes out on the campaign trail and drapes that little child, that little vegetable, over her shoulder, you know, and goes up to the microphone and delivers her speech. I mean, she wants that to be a constant reminder, you know, to everybody that if she could carry a brain-dead child at birth, you know, so could everybody else.
Yeah, but, I mean, Larry, a child with Down syndrome or a child, you know, who's got a physical or a mental disability of any kind is a human being, and so they aren't, like, it's not for us to say or for you to say, like, you can call her an idiot for lots of reasons. That's not one of them. They're humans and they're members of society. In society, everybody looks different and is different and has different realities. I mean, there was a time when they would say people in a wheelchair were right?
Okay. I'm just saying, if you can do a poll of the nation, it'll be split on that issue. It will be. We're not talking about abortion here. We're talking about a woman being in charge of her reproductive organs and not wanting to bring a complete baby into this world.
But Sarah's a woman in charge of her reproductive organs and made a choice.
Huh?
Sarah made a choice.
Yeah, she made a choice, but she was also in the public light as a vice presidential candidate and potential presidential candidate. I just don't think that she was sending the right message. Now, people have the right to disagree with me, and I'm not going to argue. People say, Larry, you're wrong, you should have stayed out of it, you should have kept your mouth shut. That's fine. I can take that kind of criticism. That's just my opinion.
I can imagine why a lot of people would have turned on you for that.
Would turn on me for that?
Yeah, well, yeah, just the idea that...
Well, you don't know Sarah Palin very well.
No, I've interviewed Sarah Palin and covered her for many years, and I have not, you know, Sarah Palin's raising kids. You know, a mom raising kids in America and Canada and the world every kid and every family looks different, and it is different, right?
Sarah, you've said you've interviewed Sarah Palin. You know she's mean.
But people would say that you're mean too, right?
No, I'm not mean. I mean, this woman is so mean, she could eat nails right while you're doing an interview with her. Yeah. It's like she's got a chip on her shoulder.
Absolutely, but this is a separate issue, right? This is about the kid as opposed to that.
Okay.
You know, it's cool.
All right.
But I appreciate you coming in, man. Thanks for your time. The book is called One Nation Under Sex. Larry Flynt, everybody. We'll be right back.